हेलो 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 आप ठीक है? Okay. शिलियन क्या कर रही है यहाँ पे? Shinya. Oh, here it is.
Hey, if it isn't the Traveler! Didn't expect to see you here. This surprise meeting is pretty sick. I should spin it into a tune right here. I sure am. Having a ball, to be honest. Fun is where the inspiration lies. Most of my songs might be about rebellion and breaking down prejudices and all that. But that doesn't mean I have to beat a serious rhythm all the time. Too much of a downer really ruins the feel of a song. You gotta keep it bright sometimes, you know? You gotta relax and recharge. That way, you'll be ready to kill it when it's time to perform. I guess I'm hoping for some sort of unexpected breakthrough? I've been so focused on writing new material, but everything I come up with feels old and stale. I need something new, so I decided to take a holiday, to try escaping this prison I've built for myself. My last stop was Fontaine, where I saw a magazine with some photos of Krai. It got my creative juices flowing, and I was itching to find out more. Well, after looking into it, it turns out the whole atmosphere and way of thinking out here are like nothing I've encountered before. There's some group called the Frost Moon Scions who lean into some pretty far-out instrumentation. So I was thinking, maybe I could take some inspiration from the local folk scene and incorporate it into my own music. Sure! I want to try adding a few flutes and keys, plus some of the more out-there melodic phrasing. Obviously, I can't just flip genres completely. Still gotta keep the core lyrical and musical themes intact. Anyway, when I got to Nasha Town, I bumped my guitar case on some corrugated iron, and it made this really funky sound. I got this sudden flash of inspiration. I shouldn't just be looking for new instruments to improve my music. I should be trying to enhance my guitar's timbre, too! It's kind of hard to replicate a guitar with your voice, you know? Basically, I'm going for something punchy, compact, clean, and absolutely savage. If I could modify my guitar's acoustics, ramp up the compression, and add a second sound hole to boost the lower end frequency, thanks for the support. Give me a bit to play around with this and hammer out the kinks.
और कौन है यहाँ पे? यहाँ पे Tao, welcome to the stream. Not only the first one, you are the only one.
Well,
Welcome,
if
welcome.
it isn't the Traveler. It's been a while for sure. Didn't expect to see you in Not Cry. Oh, if only. Not Cry's even more lawless than I could have imagined. How should I put it? Well, that's just it. This place is quite literally a lawless land. Even if I was hired to provide legal assistance,
Thanks for
I
correcting me.
suspect
Arey,
it'd
it's okay.
all devolve into everyone
how's it
resorting
going?
to the Final Defense Manifesto to air their grievances. Ta-da! Here's your answer. The most direct method of self-defense. Okay, enough of that. The reason I came to Nod Cry is to gather material for the new legal guidebook I'm co-authoring with Shinobu. The book's theme centers on the borders
Kya
of
hal
law.
chal, Luna?
And one of its chapters is about what happens when law and order completely breaks down. There's no way I'd be able to get an accurate picture of that back in Liyue. So here I am, this infamous land of lawlessness. As soon as I stepped into Nod Cry, I knew I was in the right place. It's not like the law here has broken down. It's more like it never existed at all. And unsurprisingly, I haven't run into a single person in my line of work. Being a legal consultant here is probably an easy way to starve. Hey, don't worry. I've got Adeptus blood, remember? Ordinary bandits can't even scratch me.
And a vision.
In fact, I'm kind of waiting for someone to come and accost me. Then I can drag them aside and interview them on how they survive in such a hostile place. Ah! Yeah, you have no idea. I spent so long convincing her to let me leave. Why, yes, we talked it through. Yes? Yeah. Granny just loves me to bits, you know, and we spoke
People
for
know me
ages.
by the guy with the voice or the guy who's always doing good, so I'm damn good. Arey wah, kya baat. By the guy with the voice. Guy with the voice ka matlab?
Anyway, I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got an appointment with, the curatorium of... See you! Bye!
Okay. चल रहा है. ये कौन सा है? ये है. ये रह गया, कर लेते हैं. Go to challenge. And people say that I don't even know what is special in my voice. I have never heard your voice. तो मैं क्या बता सकता हूँ? लोग तो मेरी आवाज़ की भी तारीफ करते हैं, बट ये इवेंट कब आया भाई? बातें कम. I can show you if you want. हाँ क्यों नहीं? Sure. आइडिया नहीं कैसे करना है ये. So learn on the job. Oh, अच्छा ये Bomberman. गेम तो बचपन में खेलते थे। वीसी ज्वाइन करूं क्या? अभी रुक जाओ यार, गेम चल रही है। बचपन में ना जो हमारी टीवी पे वाली गेम होती थी ना, इसमें आती थी बॉम्बरमैन आती थी एक, तो वो है बॉम्बरमैन। तो मैं ही मर गया। काकाशी, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। तुम्हारा अब 36 स्टार हो गया, मुबारक हो भाई, मुबारक हो। इसमें प्रीमोस मिल रहे हैं कि नहीं मिल रहे, मैं जानना चाह रहा हूँ। अबे चलता रहेगा क्या, ये खत्म नहीं होगा? हाँ खत्म हो गया। बहुत बढ़िया, तुम्हारे 36 स्टार हो गए हैं, वेरी गुड, मुबारक। ये गेम बोरिंग लग रही है यार, मैं दे दूंगा किसी को करने के लिए।
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
डिस्पैच अगेन। क्वेस्ट मेरे पास यार कोई रह तो गई नहीं है ऐसे, मतलब ये वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट है, ठीक है चलो, इनमें से टाइम वाली है कोई? नहीं, टाइम वाली कोई नहीं है। एक मिनट यार, फोन आ रहा है। हाँ जी सॉरी। हाँ मैं कह रहा था यार एक काम करते हैं, लेट्स डू स्टोरी क्वेस्ट। मेरी स्कर्क की स्टोरी क्वेस्ट रह गई थी ना, तो स्कर्क वाली करते हैं। सिनिस्टर अंडरकरंट, लेट्स सी।
You feeling okay? We've been traveling all over lately, so maybe you've come down with something. That's it. We're getting Baiju to check you over.
ये एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करता मैंने कि स्कर्क की क्वेस्ट करने के लिए बाइजू के पास जाना पड़ेगा।
Who's our target this time?
नहीं ये नहीं पाया, काजुआ था।
All right.
चलो बाइजू के पास चलते हैं। बूबू फार्मेसी, बूबू क्या नाम है, बूबू।
Oh, Baiju isn't in his shop.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Genshin के back room.
Thanks. We'll head on through.
हाँ बैक रूम। अच्छा बाहर है। स्कर की क्वेस्ट है। स्कर की मैं सोच रहा हूँ कुछ तो स्टोरी क्वेस्ट पूरी करूँ।
Traveler, Paimon, welcome. What can I do for you?
It's the Traveler. He looks absolutely beat these days. He has these huge dark circles around his eyes, like he hasn't slept a wink. And he keeps spacing out. You have to call his name several times before he snaps out of it. What?
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come.
Okay, Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, Traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling right as rain. Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated. Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
Huh? What do you mean, non-physical nature?
Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. It could just as easily be a simple case of mental fatigue. Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time. Once we know the root cause, we can administer the right treatment. In the meantime, Changsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue.
Oh, must be a rare condition if not even Baiju and Changsheng have seen it before. Well, all we can do is take their advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway. Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Fingers crossed you'll be all better when you wake up.
This was betwixt star and night. Okay, अपने को सोने का अब सपने में स्कर्क आएगी, स्कर्क। देखा सपने में मिल दी है वो कुड़ी, मेरी सपने में मिल दी है। लवनीत भाई वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। पीछे से हमला। पीछे से हमला हो रहा है। और सपने में भी सो रहा है। इंसेप्शन लेवल 2।
Rise and shine. Time to wake up. For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already a cut. What? Did you scratch yourself in your... Nope, nothing there. Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is something to cheer you up. Come on, Paimon will treat you to something yummy.
Yes, हमला अचानक से हुआ। स्कर्क की क्वेस्ट लीवे में हो रही है।
So, in this dream, you were trapped in a weird place with thick fog
लाइट बता देना
everywhere,
यार, किसने नहीं
and
किया
then a
होता।
spike came out of nowhere and stabbed you in the back? Oh. Okay, well, that's a new one. Are you sure it was a dream? Because from the way you describe it, it sounds like you were really there. But then again, you woke up right where you went to bed. And you were definitely in a deep sleep this morning. Then, it's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up. Or, wake you up first and then we can beat him up together.
Mod, welcome to the stream.
Something is missing.
आ गई।
Did you just say something?
The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it.
Ah! What the? Wait! Paimon remembers you! You're Child's master! Orc? Right! What are you doing here? The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right? But then we left and never learned where you went after that. Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmin Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for us? And were you the one behind that hocus
Genshin
pocus
devs वो
just now?
म्यूट बटन के साथ में इसके बटन भी डाल दे तो बहुत अच्छा होता। म्यूट कहाँ पर है ये वाला? म्यूट बटन तो नहीं है कहीं पे भी। कहाँ है म्यूट?
Tell me, what is it that you saw? Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. You, I'll take a glass of wine.
Hmm? Oh, of course. Coming right up. We make this one in-house. It's
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tiger fish over here.
coming right up. If I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
अच्छा हाँ, शेन्हा तो यहाँ काम करती है उसके पास।
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, the choice is yours. If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink. I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
I can't believe HSR भी अच्छी स्टोरी लिख सकता है, but this time उन्होंने एक decent स्टोरी लिख दी। यार HSR तो जब लास्ट वाला वो कौन सा था उनका टाइम ट्रैवलिंग डायमेंशन ट्रैवलिंग वाला जो भी उनका एरिया था, मैं तो नाम भी भूल गया उसका, उसके बाद से मैंने खेला नहीं है, तो अभी मुझे कोई स्पॉइलर मत देना। मेरा HSR में बहुत कुछ पेंडिंग पड़ा है, करेंगे धीरे धीरे कंप्लीट करेंगे।
Sound good. Well, should we trust her? She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring Paimon. Definitely something we should fix sooner rather than later. Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told us, she doesn't seem evil, at least.
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well, have you made up your mind?
What I saw was a dark space shrouded in a dense fog that wouldn't disperse.
श्योर मैं रेकमेंड भी करूँ HSR। इवन मैंने भी उनकी बेकार स्टोरी लाइन से परेशान होकर 3 पैचेस का ब्रेक लिया था। मेरा तो खैर ब्रेक ज़बरदस्ती का ही हुआ, कोई ऐसा कोई वो नहीं था कि मतलब मुझे ब्रेक लेना ही था बट क्या कर सकते हैं।
So, that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am, can you help us?
So, you can disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here. Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table. Settle the bill for me, will you?
Of course, why not?
Oh, okay.
स्टोरी लोड बहुत बढ़िया थी, पर 10 घंटे स्टोरी वो भी एक पैच में बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया था। तो यार ये इनके भी तो गेंशिन के भी तो चल रही है स्टोरी 7-7, 8-8 घंटे लंबी, 9-9 घंटे लंबी वेस्ट। ऐसे भी क्या दिक्कत है?
She disappeared.
मैं तो कुछ ऑर्डर कर रहा हूँ खाने के लिए। इनको कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। काश स्टोरी 20 घंटे हो, पर स्टोरीज में बेकार डायलॉग और फिलर्स भी, तभी तो वो इतनी लंबी लंबी होती है। वो फिलर्स की दिक्कत तो हर जगह है। फिलर्स कहाँ नहीं होते यार, हर चीज़ ऑन पॉइंट फुल ऑफ एक्शन नहीं हो सकती ना, कहीं ना कहीं तुमको फिलर डालने पड़ेंगे। हाँ, नया एरिया का नाम अमॉर्फियस है ना, अमॉर्फियस, हाँ वही नहीं खेला तक मैंने।
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember?
You sure? I could have sworn there were only 2 of you at that table.
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
Seeing things?
लाइक दबा दो यार, लाइक दबा दो,
neither
11
of you
लोग 4
noticed
लाइक हैं, गलत बात है।
Young lady? About this tall?
ये
Wearing
समझ
a
लो
purple
HSR का
dress?
तेवात है वो।
She ordered a...
Oh, now you mention it, now it vaguely rings a bell. Coming!
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that
अच्छी
Mora she
डिस्क्रिप्शन
left for
है,
us was
HSR का
definitely
तेवात।
real.
नाउ इट मेक्स मी फील मोर इंटरेस्टेड। करता हूँ यार, एक्चुअली क्या पीसी में ना जगह भी कहीं नहीं है, मुझे अपना पीसी का मेरे जो हार्ड ड्राइव वगैरह ना बहुत सारा सामान है, मुझे ना उनको थोड़ा अरेंज करना है, उसके बाद मैं जगह बना के कहीं गेम डालूंगा।
Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. But anyway, she told us to head to the Guili Plains, right? Let's not keep her...
मैंने एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था कि स्कर्क की जो स्टोरी क्वेस्ट है वो लीवे के अंदर होगी। So that was a good pleasant surprise, pleasant. गीली प्लेन्स में चलते हैं, गीली प्लेन्स। Yes.
Whoa, what are all these rift hounds doing here? Huh, looks like they're collecting something. Let's go check. Time to shine!
The wind knows me. Bow your head.
So,
Expected that,
this
मुझे
is what
पसंद
they were
नहीं आई quest।
collecting.
अभी तुम कह रहे हो अच्छी
looks
स्टोरी
kinda
लिखी, आप
like-
कह रहे हो कि पसंद नहीं आई क्वेस्ट।
Yeah. What is going on here?
मींस कौन सी गॉड के रिमेन है यहाँ पे बताओ? The god of salt, नमक की देवी।
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their
तो
influence
स्कर्क की स्टोरी
remains.
का
Gods are the
Let's see,
most
अब तो
common
start हुई है।
example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carried together. These remnants form what you call god remains, and it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast. Ugh. What are you doing?
Nothing. Just wanted to make sure you were, real? She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities. It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that. Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it. Now, can we please get back on track?
Too much attitude.
Okay. Where were we? Right. The god remains.
Like दबा दो भाई, like
So
दबा दो। क्या?
basically, there's now
Like
less
नहीं
of
दबा
them
रहे।
here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing? In our experience, god remains are 100% bad news. A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone. They were taken. Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you
के
everywhere.
हाथ और पैरों
The
में जो
only difference
एनिमेशन है स्टार
being,
वाला,
you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went unnoticed.
और पाइमॉन के केप के अंदर जो स्टार्स चलते हैं ऑलमोस्ट सेम।
Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing. Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
Okay. I feel sad Amorphous quest next patch में खत्म हो रही है, but I hope और आगे जाएगा story. Amorphous अगले पैच में खत्म हो रही है, मतलब मुझे HSR खेले हुए 1 साल होने वाला है, क्योंकि मुझे याद है Amorphous के जस्ट पहले मैंने खेलना बंद किया था. कमाल है यार.
Wait, you mean the stars?
चलो कम से कम पूरी क्वेस्ट को मैं एक ही बार में एंजॉय कर पाऊंगा.
42 of them have died out in the past few months alone.
42 stars.
In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation. Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain. Something has been leeching power from this world, like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. At this time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's no telling how far it could go. No one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things, and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
So you're gonna help us, right?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Well, great! You seem super strong, and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis.
I want your opinion as Genshin fan. आपको क्या नॉर्ड क्राई एक फिलर रीजन लगता है जैसा क्रिटिक्स के द्वारा कहा जाता है? अरे मैंने तो पूरा का पूरा भाषण दिया था इसके ऊपर जब नॉर्ड क्राई स्टार्ट हुआ था. तुम उस टाइम थे नहीं लोग. नॉर्ड क्राई फिलर रीजन ही है. लास्ट मोमेंट के ऊपर गेंशिन वालों को लगा कि हे भगवान 1 साल में हमारी गेम खत्म होने वाली है, अब क्या करें. ये लो नॉर्ड क्राई स्टार्ट किया मैंने. मुझे अंदर से कहीं से भी ऐसी फीलिंग नहीं है कि ओ भाई एक नया रीजन आया है. जैसे कि जब सुमेरु लॉन्च हुआ, फॉन्टेन लॉन्च हुआ, नेटलैंड लॉन्च हुआ, तो लगा कि भाई एक नए नेशन के अंदर आए हैं. नॉर्ड क्राई में तो फीलिंग ही नहीं आ रही वो वाली. 100% फीलिंग नहीं आ रही, और 1000% इट्स अ फिलर रीजन. क्योंकि जो स्टोरी नॉर्ड क्राई के अंदर ये लोग बता रहे हैं ना, ये स्टोरी बहुत आसानी से स्नेजनाया में भी बताई जा सकती थी. टू बी ऑनेस्ट, नॉर्ड क्राई की जो मेन स्टोरी क्वेस्ट है, जो नॉर्ड क्राई की जो मेन स्टोरी क्वेस्ट चल रही है, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ये बहुत ही आसानी से एक वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट भी हो सकती थी. स्नेजनाया लॉन्च करते, स्नेजनाया को भले 1.5 साल खींच देते, कोई कुछ नहीं कहता. मैं तो कहता स्नेजनाया को 2 साल खींच देते. भाई बहुत सारे रीजन ऐसे जिनकी अब तक आपने एक्सपेंशन नहीं लाए. मॉन्स्टर का एक्सपेंशन नहीं आया इतने टाइम से. बहुत सारे रीजन, बहुत सारी चीज़ें कर सकते थे. नॉर्ड क्राई तो बहुत ही ज़बरदस्ती का घुसा है वो लगता है मुझे, टू बी फ्रैंक. स्टोरी चलो ठीक है, नॉट दैट बैड. फिलर्स हैं, काफ़ी सारे फिलर्स हैं, जो कि अब तो खैर इनकी प्रॉब्लम होने लगी है बहुत सारी जगहों की, फिलर्स ला रहे हैं. एवरेज टाइम जो है क्वेस्ट करने का बहुत बढ़ गया है. मतलब मेरे हिसाब से आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट का एक जो एक्ट होता है वो 4.5-5 घंटे से ज़्यादा लंबा नहीं होना चाहिए, मुझे ऐसा लगता है. अब भाई 9-9 घंटे, 9.5 घंटे का हो रहा है. गेंशिन तो मतलब मुझे पता हो तो चलेगा सोने की अंडा देने वाली मुर्गी का गला कौन घोटता है. बट एक होता है ना एक मेन जो सेट ऑफ स्टोरी है, जो आप जब गेम लॉन्च हुई थी तब से आप कह के चल रहे हो कि आपका मॉन्स्ट्रैट, लीवे, और उसके बाद अपना क्या था, इनाजुमा, सुमेरु, फॉन्टेन, नेटलैंड, स्नेजनाया. उसके बाद हम क्या अज्यूम करके चल रहे थे, खानरी आएगा और सेलेस्टी आएगा, ये अलग अलग रीजन्स होंगे, ये सब लोग अज्यूम कर रहे थे. नॉर्ड क्राई का तो कुछ अता पता ही नहीं था कि भाई नॉर्ड क्राई जैसी भी कोई जगह है. ना कभी कोई एनपीसी देखा नॉर्ड क्राई का. अब कोई कह सकता है कि ठीक है हमने तो नेटलैंड का एनपीसी भी नहीं देखा, पर कम से कम नेटलैंड जाने के बाद हमें पता तो चला कि नेटलैंड के जो लोग हैं वो नेटलैंड से बाहर क्यों नहीं जाते थे. इस वजह से उनका कोई एनपीसी मिला नहीं. सो इट वाज लाइक अ स्टोरी रेलेवेंट डिटेल. नॉर्ड क्राई का कोई बंदा अब तक हमें कोई क्यों नहीं दिखा, भगवान जाने. ये तो मुझे लगता है कि इन्होंने बस 6-7 महीने पहले सोचा यार कुछ घुसाओ, अभी हमें स्टोरी खींचनी पड़ेगी, ऐसे काम नहीं चलेगा. तो ये चल रहा है भाई फिलहाल तो. Anit, welcome to the stream. अभी मैंने देखा इंस्टाग्राम पे गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट के ऑफिशियल चैनल ने एक फोटो पोस्ट की, याद है आर्कॉन्स की फोटो होती है जिसमें आर्कॉन्स ही हर साल ऐड करते जाते हैं, ठीक है। अब यहाँ पे सारे आर्कॉन्स ऐड हो गए। इमेजिन वहाँ पर किसको ऐड किया आर्कॉन्स के साथ उन लोगों ने, पता है देखी किसी ने? लवनीत भाई मैं तो गेंशिन को काफ़ी क्या कहते हैं क्रिटिसाइज किया है, तुम बस थोड़ा सा चूज करके सुनते हो ना कि हाँ यहाँ क्रिटिसाइज कर रहा है इसको नहीं सुनना, यहाँ पर अच्छा अच्छा बोल रहा है हाँ गेंशिन डिफेंडर कोलम्बीना। और कोलम्बीना को उन्होंने ऐड किया इतना छोटा सा उसका पीछे की तरफ सारे आर्कॉन्स के पीछे, क्यों ऐड किया कि नॉर्थ क्राई में कोलम्बीना के स्टैचूज लगे हुए एंड शी इज बेसिकली द गॉड ऑफ द रीजन, ठीक है। उसके कमेंट सेक्शन में जाना उस फोटो के सब लोग यही कह रहे हैं कि कोलम्बीना लुक्स लाइक फोटोशॉप, जैसे लास्ट में किसी ने फोटोशॉप करके ना ऐसे पीएनजी काट के लगा दिया पीछे, वो पार्टी नहीं लग रही आर्कॉन्स के ग्रुप का। और कहाँ से लगेगी? कोलम्बीना की पर्सनैलिटी को तो ना सर पे टर्न कर दिया। हमेशा से हमें लगता था कोलम्बीना इज गोइंग टू बी सम साइकोपैथ, है ना, जिससे चाइल्ड भी डरता है। चाइल्ड की वॉइस लाइन के अंदर शी गिव्स मी द क्रीप्स, अचानक से इतनी स्वीट एंड हम्बल एंड आई हैव लेफ्ट द हार्बिंजर्स, और वो यहाँ पर बैठी हुई है। भाई अपने को तो सरी घूम के समझ ही नहीं आया क्या हो रहा है। नॉट करा आया बिकॉज क्रिएटर्स भी लाइक स्टोरी इतना खींच दिया है, स्टोरी का कनेक्शन भी करना है, नॉट कराया ले आके आगे एग्जैक्टली। तो अपने को तो समझ जिस तरीके से उस आर्कॉन्स की फोटो के अंदर कोलम्बीना का पीएनजी चिपकाया है ना, इन्होंने गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट की ओवरऑल स्टोरी में नॉट कराया घुसा दिया, ठीक है। अब मेरे हिसाब से घुसा दिया तो घुसा दिया भाई, लेकिन बट यू दे हैव टू मेक इट वर्थ आवर टाइम। कुछ उसमें ऐसा करो जो नॉट क्राई में ही हो सकता है। जैसे मैंने क्या कहा, गेंशिन जो नॉर्ड क्राई की जो आर्कन क्वेस्ट सो फार रही है वो बहुत आराम से स्नेजनाया में आप भी दिखा सकते थे। मतलब सुमेरु की आर्कन क्वेस्ट फाउंटेन में नहीं हो सकती थी, ठीक है। नेटलैंड की आर्कन क्वेस्ट जो है मॉन्स्टैट में नहीं हो सकती थी, क्योंकि बहुत रीजन स्पेसिफिक आर्कन क्वेस्ट है। नॉर्ड क्राई में ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है जो नॉर्ड क्राई स्पेसिफिक हो रहा हो।
And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me.
I will pay off your debt.
You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all.
अंदर को क्या करना चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से, सॉरी, नॉर्ड क्राई में पीछे के बहुत सारी क्वेस्ट ऐसे जिनमें ना बहुत सारे लूज एंड्स छोड़े हुए हैं। मतलब क्वेस्ट हुई फिर उसका कुछ आगे अगड़ा पिछड़ा नहीं पता कि क्या हुआ उसके बाद क्या नहीं हुआ। इनको नॉर्ड क्राई में ना थोड़े से लूज एंड्स कवर करने चाहिए।
You would do well to remember that. Now, come along.
धमकी देकर लेके जा रही भाई।
You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope, she's just like when we met her in the primordial sea. So cold.
ये नॉर्ड क्राई स्टोरी क्वेस्ट पूरे साल चलेगी, आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट। हाँ ये पूरा साल वाला रीजन ही है भाई। इट इज गोइंग टू बी प्रॉपर 1 year वाला थिंग।
Well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname. Ah, Paimon's got it. Frosty the Lavender Melon. Anyway, the important thing is that we get that piece of your soul back.
लेट्स गो। टीम मेरी ठीक ठाक है, यही टीम से काम चल जाएगा। अगर अंदर को डोमेन है प्रभु। ये कौन सी जगह है भाई? भारत इनसे खास के गला बैठ गया।
This place is way bigger than Paimon expected. Where are we?
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here. It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the outside world.
और नॉट क्राई प्लेयर्स को बहुत पसंद आया है, स्पेशली स्टोरी भी पसंद आई है। पता नहीं भाई, पसंद आना इट्स नॉट लाइक कि उसमें कुछ भी ना पसंद आने वाली चीज़ है। इट इज़ अ फाइन रीजन, इट इज़ अ गुड रीजन। मैं नहीं कह रहा कि रीजन में कोई कमी है, बट अननेसेसरी मुझे लगा, बस और कुछ नहीं। इट्स नॉट कि अननेसेसरी चीज़ सुंदर नहीं हो सकती, अच्छी नहीं हो सकती। इट सर्व्स नो पर्पस 1 साल एक्स्ट्रा स्टोरी आगे बढ़ाने की वजह।
Jax. Oh, right! That's Child's real name! So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power-hungry soul snatcher for now, right?
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, the Traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us quite a bit of time.
Imagine करो, अब तक जितनी बार भी हार्बिंजर्स इंट्रोड्यूस हुए हैं, एक भाई ऑरा होती है हार्बिंजर की. हार्बिंजर मतलब कि चाइल्ड तक इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ था स्टार्टिंग में, पहला दूसरा हार्बिंजर इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ था. दे हैड एन ऑरा. सिन्योरा, चाइल्ड के बाद कौन आया था? दतोरे था नहीं, वॉन्डरर हुआ, उसके पीछे और कौन हुआ? आर्लेकिनो हुई, फिर दतोरे. ये इन सब की ऑरा थी भाई. नॉट क्राई में सांड्रोने को ऐसे मजाक में दिखा दिया है कि भाई बिल्कुल ये मजाक ही हो गया, ठीक है. और 5 सिनर्स, इनका मतलब कितना, इनका भी ऑरा अपने आप में ही कहता है. इनके नाम सुने थे, सर्तोलॉजी, राइन डॉटर और ये और वो फलाना ढिमकाना. और अचानक से मेन विलन बना दिया इन्होंने नॉट क्राई की क्वेस्ट का एक सिनर को. और उसका इंट्रोडक्शन भी कुछ ऐसा नहीं था कि मतलब कि लगे कि भाई माइंड ब्लोइंग सा. ये प्रॉब्लम मैंने नोटिस की थी नाटलैंड के अंदर भी. मुझे कैपितानो का जो इंट्रोडक्शन था ना, बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगा था जिस तरीके से उन्होंने इंट्रोड्यूस किया कैपितानो को. अब तक का सबसे बेस्ट हार्बिंजर इंट्रोडक्शन मेरे हिसाब से, जो कहता है ना बेस्ट इंट्रोडक्शन किसी हार्बिंजर का अब तक दिया गया है गेम के अंदर, तो वो दतोरे का था. जब आया था दतोरे सुमेरु के अंदर ना, लगा था कि भाई ओ भाई कोई विलन आया है. अब तो मजाक में ये कह रहे ये लो भाई ये लो, मतलब कौन लिख रहा है स्टोरी समझ नहीं आ रहा मुझे. वीवी कौन, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम.
Now, we just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw, the one full of fog. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one. The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint their location, we need to see what that space looks like without the fog. Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before?
Yep. Wield नहीं की, वो की. रिव्यू तो आज भी नहीं करोगे ना यार, मैं क्वेस्ट कर रहा हूं.
Do you plan to learn? That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister, and that abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always spells disaster.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal.
5 स्ट्रीम से क्वेस्ट चल रही है और अभी 50 स्ट्रीम और चलेगी. स्कर्प की स्टोरी क्वेस्ट है यार.
I'll respect your
बहुत कुछ
opinion.
पेंडिंग पड़ा हुआ है.
Just means we have to turn to the second best option.
सब होगा धीरे धीरे, सब होगा. कोई रिव्यूज हुआ करेंगे, एवरीथिंग. पहले मैं नए कैरेक्टर्स को लर्न तो कर लूँ. अभी रिव्यू की स्ट्रीम खोल लूँ, कोई आके कहे भाई मेरी मूवी का चेक कर लो, मेरा अभी ये चेक कर लो, मेरा क्या कहते हैं लहसुन चेक कर लो, ठीक है, लहसुन से पहले जो आता है मेरा वो चेक कर लो. तो मैं कहाँ से करूँगा, मुझे पता ही नहीं उनकी किट क्या है, वो क्या करते हैं.
A little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
ड्रीम मिररिंग, उसकी तो ऐप आती है ना, ऐप इंस्टॉल कर लो फोन के अंदर, मिरर हो जाएगा.
Dream mirroring?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Everything they see, think, and feel.
मैं तुम्हारी आर्लेकिनो की बात नहीं कर रहा. इफ आई स्टार्ट समथिंग, फिर और लोग भी तो आएंगे ना. अब देख ही रहे हो तो वो वाला सीन नहीं आता, मालिक कितना खर्चा हो गया तो एक चिप्स भी ले ही लेते हैं.
Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you. With dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then, I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was stolen from you.
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding, like I said, getting your soul fragment back won't be easy. to play it safe, I need to give you some special training first.
Wait, you're gonna teach him some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples. You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we might face.
Yes, teach me, Senpai.
But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Oh, she moves fast. Paimon can hardly keep up with her. So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you. The last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right?
Yep.
Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was just her master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
अरे लवनीत भाई उसको अपनी क्या कहते हैं इम्प्रूव नहीं करनी, उसे अपनी आर्ली की ना फ्लेक्स करनी है. ऑलरेडी प्रो बंदा है, पिरो.
Ready?
Bring it on!
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade
रीना,
work,
वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम.
elemental
डिस्कॉर्ड पर
abilities,
नंबर भेजना
and
मुझे, मैं
reasoning
कल संडे को
skills.
कॉल करूंगा. ओके ओके.
We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I
That's
won't
great.
bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you will have picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
You bet. There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching. Oh, and Kazuha, Aya. You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna come in handy now.
स्क्रीन पर गेम साउंड ज्यादा है, तुम्हारा साउंड कम आ रहा है थोड़ा. मुझे वैसा लगा था, पहले मैंने अपना गेम साउंड ना 3 पे रखा हुआ था. इतना काफी है.
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style or school of fighting. To use the human body as an analogy, your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without a big enough, you need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences, and only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were gonna teach him some cool new moves. Like when you went swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is... There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Fail, that's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with yourself. Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
This is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
स्ट्रीम डस्की गोल के चक्कर में अभी से रीसेट हो जाएगा भैया. नहीं होगा तो कभी. मेरा दर्द स्क्रीन ऑन स्क्रीन मुझे रोता हुआ देखने के लिए पैसा लगेगा। यही सीख रहा है एक एक हाथ से।
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
Quick!
I made things difficult for myself. चलो हो गई ट्रेनिंग। गेम का साउंड कम करके अपनी साउंड बढ़ा लो। अरे मेरी साउंड ज्यादा है, गेम का साउंड और कितना कम करूं भाई? मेरा साउंड इतना कम कैसे आ रहा है, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा। गेम का साउंड तो बहुत कम है। आई हैव नो आइडिया। गेम का साउंड ऑलरेडी 3 पर है, 10 में से 3 पर है। इसका प्रैक्टिस की क्या ज़रूरत है? इसके पास प्रोटैगनिस्ट पावर है ना, कुछ तो कराएंगे ना। और मेरा खुद का साउंड तो अच्छा खासा आना चाहिए, पता नहीं इशू क्यों हो रहा है। आई हैव नो आइडिया।
This moment will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person, and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon?
गेम में कुछ भी बोल रहे हैं कैरेक्टर से या फाइट में, भैया तुम्हारा साउंड नहीं आ रहा। ऐसा कैसे हो रहा है, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा। क्योंकि मैं OBS के अंदर देख रहा हूँ, मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ मेरा साउंड परफेक्ट, अपना माइक का साउंड जो है ना, और बिल्कुल टॉप पे येलो वाला जो जोन होता है वहां तक जा रहा है। आई हैव नो आइडिया कि ये इशू क्यों है। गेम का साउंड देखो ना, गेम का साउंड 3 के ऊपर है। अब कहाँ लेके जाऊँ उसको? 2 0 थोड़ी कर दूंगा, पर 1 कर रहा हूँ तो मुझे यहाँ कान में नहीं सुनाई नहीं दे रहा। हमेशा से 3 पे ही रहा है ये। उसको रेड कर दूं यार, उसे रेड कैसे कर दूं? मैंने लिमिटर लगाया हुआ एक्चुअली, वो रेड तक पहुंचने नहीं दे रहा, नहीं तो आवाज़ ना फटी हुई आती है। मैंने कंप्रेसर, लिमिटर ये सब लगाया हुआ है।
Now take that and practice it with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your
2 लोग बोल
mind.
रहे हैं ना, अब उन 2 लोगों की सोच इतनी थोड़ी मिल सकती है। नहीं बिल्कुल मिलती, क्यों नहीं मिल सकती है? मिल सकती है बिल्कुल। डिपेंड करता है 2 लोग कौन है बोलने वाले। ये दीवार पर भी खून, कहाँ है दीवार पर खून? कौन सी दीवार पे खून लगा हुआ है? गेम का विंडो कैप्चर को सेपरेट साउंड कर लो OBS से। गेम कैप्चर ऑलरेडी चल रहा है, गेम कैप्चर का साउंड जो है वो चल रहा है। अब उसको मैं OBS में क्या अलग करूं? गेम कैप्चर जो ऑन किया है वही साउंड पकड़ रहा है। पर वो भी तो उतना ही पकड़ेगा ना जितना मैं आउटपुट दे रहा हूँ उसको गेम के अंदर से, अगर गेम में ही नहीं है। गेम के अंदर क्या है कि ये खून वाला मुझे समझ नहीं आई, बाद में पूछेंगे। अभी ये जो गेम का साउंड है ना उस साउंड को थोड़ा कम कर देता हूँ लोग, थोड़ा सा कम कर दिया। अब मुझे बताना है तुम्हें गेम का साउंड कितना आ रहा है। लेट्स सी। सबकी अल्टीमेट दिखाएंगे क्या? अब बताओ। अब सही है एकदम? तो गेम की आवाज आ रही है ना? कैसा लगा गेम की आवाज ही गायब हो जाए? ओ भाई तो बोर होके सो भी गई।
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body.
थोड़ी सी बढ़ा दी।
Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
'Twas on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Ring cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
क्या अलग अलग सोर्ड स्टाइल है, तो सारे वो वाले हिसाब लगा किताब लग रहा है। ड्रैगन स्लेयर में, सॉरी डीमन स्लेयर में नहीं है। फलानी फलानी टेक्निक नंबर 4 नंबर 5 जिनका एक्चुअल में कोई भी डिफरेंस नहीं जिनके अंदर। काकाशी वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम। बस अब उंगली ना करो, और चलो नहीं करेंगे उंगली। अब तुम वो खून वाली बात बताओ, वो खून वाली बात का मतलब क्या था? दीवार पर खून। क्या ही फायदा हुआ? अभी भी मारेगा ये एक एक करके इन सबको। भैया लाइक दबा देना यार सब लोग। सीआईडी वाला था, सॉरी आई डोंट नो। नेफर विदाउट एनी आर्टिफैक्ट्स, उसका बेस सीआरसीडी शुरू होगा 58 एयर 164 सीडी ओनली लेवल 90 एंड वेपन से। क्या बात है।
Looks like you've made some real progress.
बहुत जल्द 100 प्लस सीआर और 400 प्लस सीडी देखने वाले हैं।
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel? As you should be. Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Yeah, meanwhile Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt you.
Go get some sleep. I'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with.
80 350 तुमने किसमें देखा? मैंने 350 के ऊपर सीडी तो देखा है इसमें भी, न्यू विलेट के अंदर। न्यू विलेट में बहुत इजी था ना, क्रिट डैमेज ऊपर ले जाना। देखो फोन आ रहा है धर्मपत्नी का। मेरा लौंडा मुझे भूल गया, बहुत टाइम हो गया नानी के गए हुए उसको। ऐसे देखता है वीडियो कॉल पे। साले तेरा क्या कहते हैं, दूध का डब्बा और डायपर खरीदने के लिए हूँ मैं। हंसेगा नहीं देख के तू मुझे। अरे दया दरवाजा तोड़ दो आता है, देन बेड पर खून रहता है और दीवार पर भी रहता है तो बोलते। अच्छा अच्छा समझ गया। अभी क्या करना है? मेक शिफ्ट कैंप एंड रेस्ट कहाँ है?
Sometimes you have to practice a single movement a million, maybe 10 million times.
ये टेंट है? ये कैसा टेंट है? अरे बाप रे। भाभी जी आपने प्यारे पति देव पर नजर रखी, आजकल थोड़े योइमिया पर फिसल रहे हैं। वो तो पुरानी खबर हो गई यार, ओल्ड न्यूज। धर्म पत्नी भी धर्म बच्चा भी है। हाँ धर्म बच्चा, बहुत ज्यादा ही धर्म बच्चा है ये इसने आकाशा टर्मिनल कान पे पहन लिया, अभी एक साइड करवट लेके सोएगा। अब क्या शिरोनेन पर? नहीं भाई, अब मैं अपनी पत्नी पर फिसलता हूँ। दैट केम आउट रॉन्ग। हाँ मेरे पास लाउमा है, दलाई लाउमा। यार लोग 5 मिनट बोल के 12 मिनट लगा देते हैं, ऐसे लोग क्या करना चाहिए? ये डिपेंड करता है कि 5 मिनट बोल के 12 मिनट किस चीज़ में लगा रहे हैं। कुछ चीज़ में अच्छी बात है, ज़्यादा टाइम लगता है, ठीक है, तो वहाँ पर सही रहता है। कुछ जगहों पर इट्स नॉट गुड। तो पहले आई वॉन्ट टू नो कि किस में 5 मिनट बोल के 12 मिनट लगाए जाते हैं, देन आई विल बी एबल टू टेल यू कि अच्छी बात है बुरी, या क्या करना चाहिए। या फिर काफ का वो तो आपको कच्चा खा जाएगी, बहुत खतर। काफ का कौन? काफ का नेवर, आई वॉज नेवर इंटरेस्टेड इन काफ। ये कौन है? चलो स्ट्रेंज सीली। बस 4 फुट दूर रह के जाना था, इतने में कट सीन।
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
रीजन बस अभी मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया था। गिव मी एक्यूरेट रीजन। क्योंकि कभी कभी मैं 5 मिनट बोल के 12 मिनट या 15 मिनट लगाता हूँ, तो माई वाइफ इज वेरी हैप्पी।
Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
स्कर्क की अम्मा। अच्छा समझ गया। अरे यार इतना टाइम लगता है, देखो डस्की आदमी को क्या होता है ना, टॉयलेट इज लाइक आवर होम इनसाइड आवर होम। तुम समझ रहे हो? जब घर से हम बोर हो जाते हैं ना, या जब घर में बहुत टाइम हो जाता है, तो फिर हम टॉयलेट चले जाते हैं।
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
खाना आने वाला है।
All right, let's
अरे
not
आ
get
गया
into
क्या?
a big fight about this.
गाइस एक मिनट,
Skirk's
मेरा
learned what she
खाना आ
needs.
रहा है।
There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there.
इस मिनट मेरा खाना आ गया, खाने के लिए मैं लेकर आया स्विगी वाले भैया से। देखो डिस्कस, दुनिया का कटु सत्य है कि आदमी लोग टॉयलेट में ज़्यादा टाइम लगाते हैं और दुनिया की हर बीवी परेशान है इस चीज़ से। कुछ नहीं कर सकते, लगता है तो लगता है। अबे मुझे तो लगा छोटा सा रोल आएगा, इतना बड़ा रोल कैसे आ गया? हद है। कोई नहीं, अब आ गया तो आ गया। छोटा सा रोल मंगाया था। लुक्स गुड। सही है।
But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
स्कर्क अपने सपने में अपने मम्मी पापा को देखती है। गुड।
I went diving and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb though with that stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me. Oh, and today I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
क्यूट बच्ची थी।
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside.
Rian, going into the
Always going
stream.
on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
Ah, let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer is gonna be hungry when she gets back. Let's get started on dinner.
किस करके पूरी की पूरी कहानी सुनेंगे हम? I'm out. It is wonderful today.
The stars shimmer high above. But what lies beyond the stars?
Long time I join your stream. Yes, long time. बहुत time बाद. How have you been?
Mountains as far as the eye can see, an endless snowy plain, or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said.
Basically, दुनिया देखना चाहती थी.
Can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me. We could set sail together and explore every corner of the world.
Congratulations on your new phone. Good.
I'm sick of
कैसा है
being
OnePlus का नया phone?
There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all. But for now, I'm starving. Better get back.
Apple's Kirk with weapon and Shanhan Nefa and Lauman Flins too. क्या बात है?
Please spare the children. Stay back.
They're coming!
Eliminate the threat.
Take him down.
Don't be scared.
This way!
We'll never make it.
Fire. There's fire everywhere.
What happened?
सॉस निकल के
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders.
Over never.
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink. Showed you the best our home has to offer. Gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Yeah.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
Oh, Scar के मम्मी पापा.
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
So happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, Skark! Run as far away as you can! Don't trust anyone! Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over. You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
गिटार के साथ वो भी
Oh, you're awake? I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training. This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Man, staying in the abyss feels surreal, don't you think? No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists. If we weren't careful to keep track, it feels like we'd have no idea how long we've even been
Ultra,
here.
welcome to the stream.
Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
Skar ki request, yes. Yep.
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. The natural energy of Teyvat is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. Abyssal power, yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm. My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. An act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners. The elemental energy of Teyvat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time. A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear Krai-like in nature.
So Skar and Nuvilet, 2 characters apart from Archons, जिनकी power का source vision नहीं है.
It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent. If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you. So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power. But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply disappear, just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace.
जो भी है, मैं characters की बात कर रहा हूँ.
As fast as you can.
Windblade! Disappear! Windblade!
Okay.
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
आ इधर. समझ गया था मैं क्या कहने वाली है.
Windblade!
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
Go!
Faster. Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Water jet! Go! Go!
water jet!
एक थ्योरी है कि जितने भी लोगों को विजन मिलता है वो सब कर्स्ड हो जाते हैं। कहीं ना कहीं सुनी हुई है
You
मैंने
need to
भी।
understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world, so be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
राइडन को पता है इसलिए वो विजन हंट कर रही थी। अच्छा, इसलिए ये पावर हमें क्यों नहीं दिखाई?
It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the element, long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength, but it's also what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training.
बताओ कौन जवाब देगा? जिन लोगों को विजन मिलती है उनको क्या कहा जाता है? एक टर्म है उनके लिए। Tell me, किसे याद है? करने से एक्चुअली में ट्रैवलर स्ट्रांग हो जाता है, उसके बेस अटैक और एचपी इंक्रीज होता है। अच्छा, सही है। विजन बेरर्स ना, एक पर्टिकुलर टर्म है उनके लिए। विजन बेरर से बहुत आसान हो जाएगा। जिनके पास विजन होती है उनके लिए पर्टिकुलर टर्म।
What is the secret to power? Longing, hatred, self-preservation.
Vessel
Not
नहीं।
the fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear of loneliness. Fear of death. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world.
बहुत जल्दी गूगल कर दिया। एलोजीन्स।
That fear is now part of you.
अब ये बताओ चलो कि किसने ये टर्म दी थी? मतलब हमें किसने ये टर्म बताई थी? किसने बताया था हमें कि विजन बेयर्स को एलोजीन्स बोलते हैं?
Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
But, Master,
यार क्या होता है
I can't
जॉन्गली या
lift this
वेंटी?
sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks.
वेंटी ने बताया था,
I
वेंटी
want to
ने।
hear the cracking and splintering of bone.
बिल्कुल स्टार्टिंग में जब गेंशिन की फर्स्ट क्वेस्ट थी उसी में बताया था।
After all, bones can always be reset.
स्कर्ट की पूरी कहानी सुना रहे हैं हमको ये।
Good Skirk. Once again, you survived. How do you feel?
Cold and pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the
बढ़िया,
abyss.
अच्छी लग रही है so far।
Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, Each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger. I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated.
कहाँ का होमलैंड ये खानरिया से तो नहीं है.
But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form. Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh. And mend what is broken. Then take up your sword.
स्वord तो लो जो तेवात से नहीं है, पर कहाँ कौन से वर्ल्ड से हैं ये? स्वord तो लो जो तो खानरिया से है ना, खानरिया तेवात में तो है. पांचों सिनर्स तेवात के ही तो हैं.
You got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training whenever you are. So, wanna head over now? Or...
From your training so far, you have gained better command of the sword, and more control over your elemental abilities. That's only part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even... Ready?
जब स्कर्क से लड़ेगा.
Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable. Just like your sister. That reminds me. You still don't know what happened to her, do you?
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want. Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. How amusing. Oh, but you don't. You can choose your own path. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. Make the most rational and advantageous decision in any given moment. This is your final training session. Look alive.
Done.
Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Water jet! Water jet! Water jet! Water jet!
और रह गई अभी.
Water jet!
Not bad. Better than I expected.
सारे सिनर खानरिया से हैं भाई.
You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought. It all comes...
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, you must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak and become...
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm... Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet.
निकला नहीं भाई मैं
Like I
feelings
said at
नहीं
the
निकाल रहा.
beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it.
हर नया कैरेक्टर निकालने का मन नहीं होता मेरा. मैं वही कैरेक्टर निकालता हूँ जिसकी मुझे जरूरत होती है.
Warriors will train day and night to one mistake, one moment of hesitation. And just like that, all their blood, sweat,
it
and
makes
tears
sense to
were
you
for
तुम निकालो.
nothing.
मेरे पास ना
You
इनेफा
need
ना
to
मुझे
push it.
जरूरत प्लेन्स की. तो मैंने नहीं निकाला प्लेन्स को. ट्रैवलर का रोस्ट बनाते हैं. मेरा लक भी 30 है. कंसेक्यूटिव 250-50 लॉस आफ्टर गारंटीड. मेरा तो लक थोड़ा ठीक चल गया. मेरी शिलोनेन C1 के बाद मेरी सीधा 50-50 पे विन पे लाउमा निकल गई. अभी नेक्स्ट मेरे पे 75-25 होगा अकॉर्डिंग टू कैप्चरिंग रेडियंस. भाई कैप्चरिंग रेडियंस का ना मुझे दोबारा से रिफ्रेश करना पड़ेगा माइंड में. तुम नए हो यहाँ पे. मैंने बहुत टाइम बाद स्ट्रीम दोबारा स्टार्ट की है. So I'm getting the hang of everything again on my own.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever. Skirk's becoming more like him by the day.
Finding my answer for Arlie in the next patch. All the best. मेरे पास आर्ले की भी नहीं है.
Incredible. I wonder if I'll ever reach their level. They're always so resolute, so unshakable.
अब आपसे भी कम स्ट्रीम किया हूँ. गेम खेलना भूल गया हूँ. इसी बात पे मेरा अबिस कर दो. ये तो मैं तुमसे कहने वाला था. मेरा अबिस कर दो. भले हम सब ने बहुत कम गेम खेली दोनों ने, बट चांसेस तुम्हारे ज्यादा हैं अभी अबिस करने
You're not
के.
even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a
अच्छा,
positive light in
55,
this
45,
world?
75, 25. Okay.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
डिसाइड कर लो अल्ट्रा. डिसाइड कर लो पहले.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just...
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger.
Run! Skirk! Run!
Let's see here. First things first, you need a new identity. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying you hail from beneath the earth instead? As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
She's a visitor, तो मतलब कि ये डिसेंडर की तरह इसको कंसिडर नहीं किया जाता, क्योंकि जब हम डिसेंडर्स की बात कर रहे थे, when we were talking about descenders, तब स्कर्क का नाम कहीं नहीं था.
Splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return. Although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea. Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
अब इसमें मछलियां. यार इसको देख के तो मुझे नींद आ रही है.
You're awake! You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for you. Of course you are. That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you. Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skirk can cook. So, Paimon decided she can forgive the whole Ice Queen thing.
Visitor और डिसेंडर में डिफरेंस क्या है? I have no idea. वही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ. क्या डिफरेंस है?
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit chat until after the meal.
So full.
पाइमॉन का साइज ना कभी-कभी समझ नहीं आता. कभी-कभी ये इसका साइज इतना छोटा होता है कि ये ट्रैवलर के सर से लेके कंधे या कोहनी तक आती है. अब ये ऑलमोस्ट ट्रैवलर के 75% लेंथ के बराबर दिख रही है. स्कर्क का ये लेगिंग्स कहाँ मिलेगा? स्कर्क के पास ही मिलेगा, वहीं से लेना पड़ेगा. अगर हिम्मत है तो ले लो.
Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now. Wake her up when it's time to go.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for.
Next, she grows when she eats and
just need
shrinks
to
when
retrieve
hungry.
the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded. When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So you and I might never meet again, traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity.
Are you really from Tavad?
Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier, but while we were dream mirroring, I think I saw your memories.
I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness. Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. No, I'm not from Teyvat. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
Like me? Do you mean you're also
Exactly.
a descender?
Exactly. ये तो क्वेश्चन पूछना था.
No, we're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. But me,
लो भाई अल्ट्रा ये डिफरेंस है.
I'm just passing through.
डिसेंडर और विजिटर में.
Several hundred years ago, my master, Sotologi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here. But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. On to your second question.
कहता हूँ कि स्कर्क जो है HSR यूनिवर्स से भी लगती है. She might be some sort of क्या कहते हैं HSR में उनको वो जो बड़े लेवल के लोग हैं. अरे क्या कहते हैं यार उन लोगों को HSR में नाम है ना उनका. जैसे हार्बिंजर्स है यहाँ पे वैसे HSR में कौन है? एऑन्स के जो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव हैं क्या कहते हैं उनको? जल्दी बताओ. 4 लोग हो यहाँ पे. 4 में से कौन बताएगा? लॉली. अरे लॉली नहीं बोलते. एऑन्स के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव यार. वैसे सरकार ने बहुत कुछ भूल गया यार. एमिनेटर. बकवास कर लो बस. लॉली पम पम. एमिनेटर्स. एमिनेटर. She could be an emanator in
What is your goal in coming here?
To become stronger. For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength.
पता मैं खेलता ही नहीं. खेलो खेलो कोई तो खेले.
To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose. Okay. You have one question remaining.
तो कंप्यूटर है क्या? One question remaining. 2-4 के जवाब और दे दे.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Well, your last question?
You know Child is looking for you, right? Are you going to let him see you?
Ajax, his situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until then, let that motivate him to reach his full potential.
Potential मतलब भी बहुत आगे जा सकता है.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to Wake up your companion. It's time to go. Oh, and everything I just told you.
मैं किसे बताऊंगा? स्कर्क न्यूविलेट से मिली है ना? याद है मुझे.
Finally. Where are we headed?
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. It will take us to where he's hiding.
Of course, near the chasm.
Wait, this is near the chasm, right?
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream. You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
Don't worry, Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety. Oh, but, that means you need to stay safe, Travel.
All right. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
Okay. आ गई. और स्कर्क आ गई अपने पास.
Wipe out! Another star goes out!
Whoa! Look at all these spikes! Careful, don't get hit! You know what? Paimon's just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this.
Easy है.
Water jet! Yeah!
Merciless.
Into the book!
Hey, what are you two doing here? Dusty. Like an abandoned house. Let's press on.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything!
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler. The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, we might be playing right into his hands. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his...
Cutscene. कोई तो कट सीन आया। ओह ये आया। Guided missiles.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
एक थ्रेड काट दिया। वाह।
You all right? That thing was.
ये इसकी सोल है ट्रैवलर की।
There. I got it back.
किया किसने, ये कौन बताएगा?
Skirk! What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
In the Guili Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive, whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible. Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power. No, he couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he'd call it fate, if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for... In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me all hope. Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar.
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
Maybe he is Sertologi.
Who dares call him foul?
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer. I'm still...
ड्रैगन की तरह लग रहा है देखने में।
Look, it's back!
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit. Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action. Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Let's go.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! Run!
Fine.
Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse! Krai's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place. But suspicions only get you so far. I needed to verify it for myself.
Okay, let's go. Raphael Gaming, hello, welcome to the stream. तो इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने खरीद लिया था.
I no longer sense his presence. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it. You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive. As long as it manages
फ्लिंस कैरेक्टर कैसा है? देखने में तो बहुत बढ़िया भाई. बाकी मैं लीक्स देखता नहीं हूँ, तो जब कैरेक्टर रिलीज होगा तब बताऊंगा. अच्छा खैर रिलीज तो हो चुका है, मैंने अब तक देखा नहीं उसको, सॉरी. मैंने अब तक फ्लिंस की किट वगैरह ज़्यादा रिसर्च नहीं किया, क्योंकि मेरे ना बहुत सारी क्वेस्ट पेंडिंग पड़ी हुई है गेंशिन के अंदर, और मैं बहुत टाइम बाद स्ट्रीम करना स्टार्ट किया दोबारा से. तो मैं सब कुछ ना पेंडिंग चीज़ें निपटा रहा हूँ. एज यू कैन सी मैं स्कर्क की स्टोरी क्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ, जो बहुत पहले रिलीज हुई थी. तो उसके बाद धीरे धीरे मैं थोड़ा अप टू डेट आऊँगा. अभी मैं पीछे का बैकलॉग अपना निपटा रहा हूँ.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state. So it's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago.
Welcome to the stream. बहुत दिनों के बाद क्या हाल चाल?
Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey.
No way! We can't leave now. Something was stolen.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better? Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much.
Yep.
I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where?
Bobo Pharmacy. Let's go. Any leaks about Nord Krai Arkhon? Nord Krai में कोई Arkhon नहीं भाई, Columbia नहीं है.
Paimon gets the feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baiju said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there!
अगर स्टैचू पे देखे ना कोलंबिना बनी हुई है, तो भैया तुम्हारी क्या कहते हैं, सारीसा तो नहीं आने वाली इस साल.
Huh. This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met? Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all this Mora?
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward.
You heard all that?
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to...
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's lip?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
No. Sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start.
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
कमरे के अंदर.
Your shoulder. Hey, don't just leave. Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, traveler.
कैसा sword work है? अरे क्वेश्चन मार्क क्यों?
Quiet.
Oh, इसका inner child, the other Skirk.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that
अच्छा
fire?
ये लोग.
How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, Skirk. Run. Oh.
ओ भाई ने गुलाबी चाय बना दी.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night?
About 60%, maybe 70.
Whoa! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different. No, I think I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the
Meditation
issue.
always helps.
Ooh, sounds intense.
Thanks.
चल ही रही है quest अभी. अब आएगा wait for 2 days. ओह क्या meditation है. ये कमरा इतना बड़ा कैसे हो गया अचानक से?
Morning! Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days. Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Be right back.
ये बाहर आ गया. ये स्ट्रेंज क्रिएचर शायद छोटी स्कर्क है. ले भाई विदाउट परमिशन एंटर कर गया स्कर्क के अंदर.
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world. Think of it as this isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the... Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here. Oh, you noticed. This river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past, when all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the...
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing.
The answer to one mystery invites another question. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs. I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet.
स्कर्क जो है गेम के स्टार्टिंग में जो ड्राइंग पाइमॉन के लिए बनाई थी ट्रैवलर ने, वो क्यों देख रही है?
Like meteors, you both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away.
Damn, मतलब स्कर्क उस टाइम भी ट्रैवलर को जानती थी, but she didn't make contact. तो कहने का मतलब जो ट्रैवलर और पाइमॉन यहाँ से चले गए थे, then स्कर्क came here.
Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path. Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
Now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more. No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey. We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes. Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
Why? इतना सिखाने के बाद तभी ये कह रही है कि I want to defeat my master. Is this why?
Why would you do that?
I have told you before. Fear is the catalyst for human evolution. You have tasted loss. You have known fear. So deep, it can be felt in the bones. But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus, pain dampens over time. And the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood. Or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
That is what Skirk's master, the Foul,
Looked like at one point.
Pseudo-Logi looked like at one point in time. Of course, as a hack, he could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The real Pseudo-Logi is terrifying. The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you...
फिर सीधा
Shall we keep going?
उससे क्यों नहीं लड़ गया? प्राइमोडियल 1 से क्यों लड़ गया अगर इतनी पावर है तो?
We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Pseudo-Logi.
Oh, Chotu Skirk.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me? I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has quit. So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary.
उससे फाइट करना चाहता है खुद लड़ने के लिए.
I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
What you want matters little. Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void.
Yes, Master.
From that day forward, all she knew was after some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotion. It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that... We're nearly... I almost don't want to reach the end.
Yeah.
These are Skirk's happiest memories. What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. This is Skirk's homeland. She was so curious about everything. There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea. The secrets beyond the stars. It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors. Everyone welcomed the newcomers with open. No one had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of unknown Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her. Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door. The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning. Their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after another. Skirk. If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there she would have remained. Because she and her people were seen as a threat. As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source. For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat, and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But in the end, that was lost to the blaze as well. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped. No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Well, that brings us to... Skirk is waiting over there. For both of us. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose.
Let's go. बड़ी सकर्क हम आ गए। सावधान रहें, सकर्क रहें।
So all this, just so you could bring him here.
I have things to say to you. Well, to me. I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. Her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the all those rejected impulses. Those discarded aspects of your past selves. They are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses. Emotions like kindness and empathy. And what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer. I have shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together on the grand scale of the entire universe. Maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace.
शनहा की स्टोरी क्वेस्ट के बाद अगर कोई दूसरी स्टोरी क्वेस्ट ऐसी है जिसमें मुझे थोड़ा सा कनेक्शन फील हुआ है कैरेक्टर के साथ, वो ये है.
That isn't what we need.
Exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity. And in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be. So you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river, the source of your strength, grows more polluted by the day.
And you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Your emotional self isn't weak. The fact that she transcended time and broke free from her constraints to come and face you, that proves it.
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be the right choice. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go.
Keep thinking. Maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
वैसे अब तक कोई बहुत मेजर कट सीन नहीं आया. से यूजुअली स्टोरी क्वेस्ट के अंदर आता है ना. आना चाहिए.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there. And I'm ready to see them all.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water.
Oh, sing,
Dancing
please.
Water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
Good.
I should be thanking you.
पता चला स्कर्क के हैंड्स और लेग्स को क्या हुआ? हैंड्स और लेग्स को क्या हुआ? ना, ये स्टोरी में नहीं है. अब आई ये क्वेस्ट एनिमेशन.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
रब
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end.
Beautiful, very beautiful.
Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Now, finally, Skirk has her dreams and hopes back with her. अब और ज़्यादा बढ़िया पानी बहेगा. Good.
So, you saw my memories then. I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive. That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land. But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Sertology, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order. Yes, and not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength. And for that, I respect him. I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise. He's no longer into that.
Sure.
But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me.
के बीच में कहते हैं
everything I've built to
बना हुआ एक
pieces.
अबिस का तारा.
Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear.
गाइस लाइक दबा देना किसने नहीं किया तो यार सरतजी के साथ ट्रेनिंग करके सब टूट गया वो अबिसल पावर से हैंड्स और लेग्स बनाती है. ये कब बताया? ये तो मैं तुमसे सुन रहा हूँ पहली बार.
The pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life.
ये सीन बढ़िया है. Let me capture this.
I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready. Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
Because if we want to build the world we both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight for it. If we all do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place.
सीख लो कुछ. और करने के लिए है क्या यहाँ पे? चलो.
Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon? You're both okay, right?
What does it look like? Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Sarthological design was revealed in fountain inside the whale. हाँ.
Okay, so Paimon feels like she's missing some important context.
हमें ये भी पता चला कि his physical form is not defined. वो अपनी change कर सकता है. कल को उसका मन लगे कि मैं ऑप्टिमस प्राइम की तरह दिखना चाहता हूँ तो दिख सकता है.
But whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks. Let's dig in.
All right. It's about time we finished what we started.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
This time,
सब
I'm not
रहेगा.
going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time.
चलो जी, let's go and finish this. Finish him.
Bring it!
Let's go. Okay, पूरा ही चेंज हो गया.
The fog is gone! Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too? Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response to them. He represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and...
Okay. Oh, the close-up Paimon look. Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him.
Okay, let's go.
Bombs away!
Paradigm shift! I forgot your training, I hope.
कुछ रह गया?
Go!
Extinguish power.
Go!
Beyond this world.
Water jet!
Merciless. Another star goes out.
सर्टोलॉजी अगर इतना ही स्ट्रॉन्ग है, मैं तो यही तो कह रहा हूँ, इफ ही इज दैट स्ट्रॉन्ग व्हाई डिडंट ही फाइट द प्राइमोर्डियल वन? खत्म करता खेल के. अब आया असली कटसीन।
Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
ले भाई, ये तो कहीं देखा देखा लग रहा है। किसी में चीज में था कि पावर, कोई विलेन था जो पावर ड्रॉ आउट करता था, तो हीरो कहता है ले बेटा पावर चाहिए ना ले, और वो जो विलेन है ओवरलोड होके फट जाता है। याद नहीं आ रहा कहाँ था, बट कहीं पे था। और ट्रैवलर की तलवार से, वाह। मैं स्टोरी जानना चाहता हूँ कि इन ट्रैवलर को डल ब्लेड से हटाकर क्या कहते हैं प्रोटोटाइप रैंकॉर में को डाल दिया। ओ ये है असली बंदा, ये तो खानरिया का लग रहा है यार। ही इज खानरियन।
Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, such power, such keen battle instincts. So, you must be...
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in.
Skofnungar.
I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar, a friend of your master and one of his followers. This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years ago?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of it. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to... I trained the sword harder than anyone else. Defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity. Over time, my heart hardened. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the little... Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if... I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive.
Sertology was also Dainsmith's classmate.
It should light a fire under you.
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something. And when I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish when it came. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you.
Okay.
Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether."
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul,
सर्टोलॉजी कैजुअली ऑफरिंग, मैं कह रहा हूँ मतलब सर्टोलॉजी को एकदम से ऐसा मतलब कि अल्टीमेट भाई साहब खतरनाक ही लेवल वाला पावर वाला बता दिया, तो ये बंदे यहाँ रुक के अगर इसको इतनी चुल थी कि मुझे अब किसी स्ट्रॉन्ग से लड़ना है, किसी स्ट्रॉन्ग से लड़ना है, फाइट द प्राइमोर्डियल वन, उसके शेड्स, फाइट कर उनसे, पता लगेगा कौन कितना स्ट्रॉन्ग है।
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
स्कर्क से मिला भी नहीं है, ये तो अभी प्लेनेट छोड़ के जा रहा है, ये ऑलरेडी मिल चुका स्कर्क से। मे बी हेवनली प्रिंसिपल वाज ऑलरेडी इन स्लम्बर आफ्टर कैटेक्लिज्म, बट अपेरेंटली उसके शेड्स तो अभी जिंदा है ना। रोनोवा इज अलाइव। वेडल फोर्नीन कैसा है? आई हैव नो आइडिया।
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe and bring her to Tibet.
ओह, तो अभी तक मिला नहीं है या मिल चुकी है? नो आइडिया कि अभी ये किस पॉइंट पर है। स्कर्क से ऑलरेडी मिल चुके हैं या मिलने वाले हैं। वो टाइम को देख सकता है, उसी ने बोला था।
You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
तो अभी मिला नहीं है स्कर्क से। गुड।
Well, now
will be. Who is this disciple of yours will be?
Disciple of yours will be.
All Vedifenir said was that one day the stars shall bow in her honor.
Okay.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
इसका भी केप बिल्कुल पाइमोन जैसा लग रहा है।
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But
His big brother prophesied he would meet Skirk. Sartology didn't know how Skirk at this point. समझ गया।
I'll be leaving them. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger,
Sartology powerful है, but कुछ करता नहीं है।
Primordial Sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sartology. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Your heart? That sounds like torture. How did you even survive that?
Because he's immortal.
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead...
You're right. I should have known better, but... I had already pushed myself to my limit. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home.
After the beating we just get...
Sartology's disciple. That's a lot to live up to. It can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him. We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb.
That's a good analogy.
Or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world. The joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions. You're right. That battle brought me...
Exactly. I think Master one where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. After which, all can come to an end. Including, perhaps. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal. To complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his goal. What a battle that would be.
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the pain. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. What a shame. I would have loved to witness that battle. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now, I must ask that of you, Skirk. Can you release me from the pain?
ये इतनी अभी strong है.
I can, but not through death, if that's what you were hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control, but it will be a time-consuming and painful process.
I accept. And I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. If we are climbers in the dark, it appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues. At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you, Skofnunger, will be my witness at the end of all things.
That's finally over. Let's get out of here.
Okay, दिखाना चाहिए
At
था.
least we don't have to make a mad dash to the exit like last time.
देख सकते हैं नीचे नहीं. That's good.
We did it! Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't... Wow! You sound even more confident than you... Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds me...
Yes. The power Skofnunger stole has been returned. So...
Skirk के character stories are wild about Sertologi's power. अच्छा, मेरे पास Skirk है नहीं तो मैं भी देख नहीं सकता. Online देख लूँगा.
It's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in...
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light. It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can... Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow, until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves and uncover our true strength. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder.
Oh, this is all going over Paimon's head. Ever since we met, he has filled Paimon's days with happiness. If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two, we've met so many amazing friends. Accomplished so many
जो
amazing
गेंशिन
things.
एक्सबॉक्स विंग्स फ्री दी थी उनकी डिस्क्रिप्शन पढ़ना, वो प्योर खानरिया की स्टोरी बिल कर देते हैं। राइड एंड शॉटगन वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम। स्कर्क का स्टोरी क्वेस्ट हाँ खत्म ही हो गया, बस अभी तक स्टोरी एंड स्ट्रीम चल रहा है। यस यार, बस अभी खत्म हो गई, ऑल डन।
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it. I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely. Regardless,
Foreshadowing.
Reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, we stand in a world reborn. One without war, pain, or forced partings. One where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but scorched earth.
कुछ उसका ओरिजिन रिवील हुआ या नहीं, ये कहाँ से है, मतलब कहाँ से है तो नहीं पता लगा, पर इतना पता लगा कि बाहर किसी दूसरे प्लेनेट से है। स्कर्क का एनेक्डोट है नॉट क्राई में, हाँ देख लिया वो मैंने।
For this, we must all work to become stronger.
ये लोग एनेक्डोट्स लेकर आए ना, एनेक्डोट्स लाए अच्छी बात है, बट इनको ऑल ओवर तेवात रखना चाहिए था। खाली नॉट क्राई के अंदर जो इन्होंने लिमिटेड रखा है ना कि नॉट क्राई में मिलेगा कैरेक्टर तुम्हें मिलेगा, तो अरे इट वुड बी अम्यूजिंग कि मैं कैज़ में हूँ और अचानक वहाँ पे मुझे क्या कहते हैं न्यूलेट मिल जाए, तो होना चाहिए।
If that's what you want to call me, I won't object. Goodbye.
Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before? We definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think?
एनेक्डोट क्या है? मतलब अब आप रियल वर्ल्ड के अंदर कुछ कैरेक्टर्स को एनकाउंटर कर सकते हो गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट के, वो वहाँ पर कुछ करने आए हैं, तो तुम उनसे मिल सकते हो, पूछ सकते हो अरे यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो, एंड देन दे टेल यू कि वो वहाँ क्या कर रहे हैं, और फिर तुम्हारी कॉपी में नोट हो जाता है कि अच्छा तुमने इसके साथ एनेक्डोट ले लिया। दूसरे प्लेनेट मतलब आउटर स्पेस से है हाँ, लेकिन कौन से प्लेनेट से है तो मुझे नहीं पता वो।
Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars.
कोई इवेंट नहीं है, इट्स अ फीचर नाउ।
Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wanmin restaurant.
क्या मिला है ये हम अपने को अभी? काका मिल को गिटार मिल गया। और क्या मिला? कुछ और तो मिला है यहाँ पे। ठीक है, सेंट है भाई, ये थोड़ी चाहिए। Consumable. After completing Skull's rigorous training, you and compare summary of your experiences. Talking to relents okay, let's use. Oh. क्या बात। अभी क्या करने का है, क्या करें भैया? उसमें पुल्स आगे होंगे ना, स्टोर में, शॉप में पुल्स आगे होंगे। विंग्स खोलना, ग्रीन बॉक्स पर एक्सबॉक्स में दे रहा, तो मेरे पास कहाँ से आएंगे वो? आ गया भाई, आ गया। एक ही मिलेगा? अरे एक भी नहीं मिलेगा। सबको फ्री मिलते हैं। लेट्स सी, देखो तुम्हारे विंग्स जो हैं, कौन से वाला, ये वाला, ये वाला, ये वाला या ये वाला? ये वाला कौन सा, ये वाला, ये वाला या ये वाला? अबे दो दो ग्रीन है भाई, ये भी ग्रीन है, ये भी ग्रीन है, ये वाला फिर कह रहा है ग्रीन वाले, नीचे वाला ठीक है, ओके। लेट्स रीड द डिस्क्रिप्शन. It was from afar that he glimpsed that head of golden hair when the great king announced the successor to the throne. The celebratory clamor had little to do with him, and indeed he would have to help clean up the flowers, both real and fake, strewn about after the fact. Looking behind him briefly, he then continued maintaining order in the plaza that lay before the palace gate. He was still just an ordinary young knight after all. ये तो खानरिया और प्रिंस उसके बारे में है, ट्रैवलर की सिबलिंग के बारे में है। तो उसके बारे में हुई ना, क्या कहते हैं अपना यार, डेन्सलेफ और ट्रैवलर की बहन के बारे में। मैं तो सोच रहा था अगर आर्कॉन एचएसआर वर्स में होते तो वो कौन से फैक्शन को ज्वाइन करते हैं, किस एओन को फॉलोवर्स होते। हु नोज, बट इट्स अ गुड थॉट एक्सपेरिमेंट। क्या करूं यहाँ पे मैं? इवेंट है, बहुत कुछ है करने के लिए, वैसे तो ऐसी बात नहीं है। स्टोरी क्वेस्ट हो गई इसकी, मेरे पास और किसकी स्टोरी क्वेस्ट बची हुई है? बहुत लोगों की भाई, स्कॉफियर की है, मिजुकी की है, मोविका की। आई गेस मोविका की करनी चाहिए स्टोरी क्वेस्ट, है ना? अभी तो नहीं कर रहा मैं, बट इसकी करनी चाहिए। और हैंग आउट इवेंट इतने सारे रह गए हैं मेरे, आई ट्रूली हैव लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स टू डू भाई। ये रह गई, अभी कौन कौन सी हो गई हैं? इसकी हो गई, इसकी हो गई, इसकी हो गई। 3 ट्राइबल क्वेस्ट तो भी पेंडिंग है। एचएसआर में लॉग इन कर लेना, 2 फ्री कैरेक्टर्स दे रहे हैं। चलो भाई बनाते हैं स्पेस एचएसआर के अंदर भी। Winster King tricked Lumine into acting as a vessel for abyssal powers, then sinners divided the power among themselves. Curve's character story 5 reveals there were actually 6 powers and not only 5. एक मिनट, तो विंस्टर किंग ने ट्रिक किया लुमीन को अबिसल पावर अपने अंदर लेने के लिए, और बाद में सिनर्स ने उसको बांट लिया आपस में। तो सीधा सिनर्स ने क्यों नहीं ले ली पावर अपने अंदर?
Tea parties are a must for the well.
रॉनी कौन है? रॉनी जो भी है यार, देखूं कौन कौन बहुत टाइम से नहीं आया, निकालो उनको। 22 दिन 19 अकित्सुकी, किटकैट, प्रतीक तो खेल ही नहीं रहा, बट कोई नहीं, छोड़ देता इसको। नेको को भी छोड़ देते हैं। लवनीत भाई ऑनलाइन 23 डेज अगो। बाकी सब ठीक है। चलो बंद करते हैं स्ट्रीम अब, मिलेंगे फिर कभी दोबारा किसी दूसरे रेल्म में। Siblings' ability to absorb abyssal energy as seen in Monster at Netland, and now नॉट क्राई ओनली दे कैन एक्ट एज वेसल्स। अच्छा अभी थोड़ा पर्सोना 5 में बिजी हूँ इसलिए नहीं मिल पा रहा, खेलूंगा जरूर। दैट्स ओके। चलो गाइज ठीक है, मिलते हैं यार। कल तो स्ट्रीम नहीं होगी, परसों स्ट्रीम होगी। आई हैव लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स टू डू टुमारो। और मैंने देखा सैटरडे संडे को ज़्यादा वॉचिंग आती भी नहीं मेरी, पता नहीं क्यों। तो या इतनी सारी नोटिफिकेशन फ़ोन के अंदर, या फिर दूसरे प्लैनेट पे नई इसी पैच में फ्री हूँ। ओके चलो गाइस, टेक केयर, बाय।